So I'm going to get on, just talk about how this goes. This is a fight by challenge event, okay? If it's your first time at the Throwdown, your hands. So it's your first time at Throwdown. I'm looking around the circle, I'm seeing some of the people that it's their first time. This is not the first time they've thrown down. Okay? So, but our rule is, if it's your first Throwdown, your first fight is light, and you go with the veteran from the Throwdown. Veteran? Anybody with more than 5 Throwdowns under your belt? Okay? So just fight with a veteran person from the Throwdowns. And the reason for this is if you've never sparred before, we want to make sure that you spar with someone who has sparred, someone that can maybe save both of you from like a suicidal attempt at a punch. Because that'll sometimes happen if you don't know what the risks are, if you don't know like how to keep safe, and hopefully the more experienced people can help both of you stay safe. So that's the new fighter rule. Let's take a look at the card. So when you make an agreement to fight, so basically it's like, you remember high school, you cross the gym and you ask the person for, yeah, so in this case it's a fight. So, no, did that not happen? Is it just me? Is that too long ago? So, yeah, in the 70s. Anyway, so I want you to neatly print your actual name here. If you put an alias in your registration, it'll show up later with the database, we'll bring it up, okay? But I need your actual name, and if you have a name like John, or Sean, or Chris, or just put your full name on, okay? So that we know who you are. I know that your handwriting gets shakier as the night goes on, because of the adrenaline, because of fatigue, so just try to keep it nice and tidy. So then over here, we're going to start to talk about the fight style. If you say MMA, then we're expecting, you know, hands, feet, and grappling. Yeah? If you say that you're doing kickboxing, then we're going to assume that you're just going to punch and kick. Okay? If you're going to do boxing, obviously just boxing. Grappling will be just grappling. If you say weapons, we assume that you're going to also be doing full MMA. Right? So, unless you say otherwise, which is what, or other. We have other. So, sometimes people will be like, can we do Sanchow rules? I have Sanchow tournament coming up. Or Sanda, or basically the same rules. But, you know, if you have that, you know, if you just want to do the takedown, but you don't want to do the, like, grappling part, that's fine. Yeah, just write it into the comments section, or so restrictions. If you have an injury or something, it's like, okay, like no kicks to the right leg. That's great, but you know, if you tie a bandana or something around your leg as well, just to remind the person, like that would be really helpful. And realize that you're going to have to keep both sides to this. The job of the ref is basically to keep you to your agreement. Okay, so. If you choose weapons, we have sticks, swords, training knives, other. You can write in the name of the other weapons that you'll be allowing into the fight. The duration, 2 or 3 minute fights only, no rounds. Okay? Reason we have no rounds is so that we can keep it moving, right? Otherwise, like if someone says, I want to do 3 rounds of like 3 minutes, it's like no one's only there fighting for their 20 minutes. So. Anyway, the most important one is intensity, okay? And this is something that we've been working hard on for the last 2 years. 2 years ago, pretty much all the fights were light fights, okay? And so then I started pushing everybody to fight a little harder, right? And get a little bit, more challenged. Now most everybody's fighting medium fights, right? So light fight means I'm going to touch, but I'm not going to drive any power through it, right? And you can get away with a lot of BS in a light fight and not even know that you're getting away with it, right? I've had people spar with me, and afterwards they're like, oh, we should fight harder next time. And I'm like, I was pulling my punches. It's like, so it can happen that, less experienced people can think that they're doing really, really well against you in a light fight. That's okay. Let them think that, you guys will talk about it afterwards. Maybe you'll be having beers together later and you'll talk about it. In a medium fight, the thing that happens here is people say like, well, I'm only going to punch a medium hard. But the reality is, in a medium fight, people end up swinging, right? So you've got real contact swings, and the thing that makes it a medium fight is whether or not you give quarter, right? Is everybody familiar with that term, right? Whether or not you give them a chance to recover. If I hit someone with a hard shot and they don't look like they're in a position to defend themselves, I wait. And I just wait and check to make sure they're okay. I make sure I'm safe, right? But I also make sure that they're okay, right? If a person takes a hard shot and they can't regain their balance, or they're stumbling, they can't hear, or they can't see, I might pull them off. I might pull them off for the night if it looks like they've been knocked out. And the reason for that is that we don't want any double concussions. All right? It's just not okay to be hit hard enough that you're stumbling, right? That could take you out for the whole night. Okay? Just because I don't want anyone to lose any IQ, right? So, or worse. Full contact fight is very rarely done here, and the biggest difference between medium contact and full contact is there's no quarter. You're going for submission, you're going for TKO, knockout, whatever. Now, going for TKO or knockout in this environment is extremely dangerous, right? We got a hardwood floor just off the center of the mat. So if you do decide to go full contact, try to keep it on the red. Yeah? Be aware, if you go off the mats, you're going to be hitting the ground hard, no pad, right? So it's a very dangerous thing, and we only do them when we have our medics available, which we actually do have tonight. So there's a possibility. I'm a little nervous about it every time anyone ever tries to go there. But seriously, the medium fights, they're real contact, and you'll get really informed. And I just recommend that everybody stay really, really, really calm when you're in the medium fights. Because as we've seen before, you take a hit, and if two people aren't totally clear on the fact that it's real contact, they can get upset with each other. So, if that happens, you see it happening, apologize, be nice to each other, and if it's ready to go again, then you're ready to go again. If you're not, you're not. My job and the other refs' jobs will be to make sure you keep your agreement. And that's it. Any questions about the intensity? No? Okay. Did I leave anything out? So I guess the only thing is whenever I've gone and I've talked with people, it seems to me that the more intense the fight gets, the more challenged I've been towards the end, the more frightened I've been, the more I love the guy across the mat, right? And I've seen it so many times where two people have a really rough and tumble fight, they'll get up and they'll hug each other right away. And that's kind of the energy we're looking for. Anything else, if you can't show respect at the end of the fight, then you might be in the wrong circle of people. Okay? I know that everybody here wants to make a good showing for their teachers, for their art, and for themselves, but part of that's going to be sportsmanship, right? And because the primary goal here is personal growth, right? We don't talk about win-lose at all. We don't talk shit about other people's schools. We don't talk badly about people's techniques, right? All we do is we come here, we challenge ourselves, we take a sizable risk with one another, and we try to make it through the night without too many injuries. Okay? Any questions about any of this tonight? No? Yes?
Just in terms of it's an army within
so if you're including elbows, it would be something that you add.
Oh, okay.
Right? I don't have a Muay Thai or Cambodian boxing specific thing in here. So if you guys want to fight with elbows, even if it's going to be pulled elbows, just write it on the form. Right? We're going to show our elbows. Right? Or like contact. Like contact elbow. Anyway, So just write it on the form, and it'll be fine if the person agrees to it. Again, fight by challenge means you can set up the fights that you want, right? And you can take out the bits that you don't want, right? Just make sure that the people that you're working with are people that you respect and people that are respecting you. And then I'll be totally happy, and I think all of you will as well. But you know, the thing that makes me happiest about this whole event is when people really get the context. It's the way that people tell me, like, the energy in this place is awesome, or like, you know, I came and like it was way better than I expected, and you know, everyone's so. That's the most rewarding thing about this whole event for me. So I'd like to see that, so we can be proud of that, and proud of ourselves for making it happen. Because I've been very proud of this group for making that happen for the last, since 2006, right? So, I'm just gonna get the camera to run around and everybody say their full name and their age, and this will be a video waiver that you understand the context and the rules of the Throwdown. You can start with me. I'm Sean Zerger, I'm 45 years old, and I agree with the rules of the Throwdown.
Jeffrey Warren, 36 years old, I agree.
Adam Rickman, 45 years old, I agree.
Kevin Leon, 40 years old, I agree.
Daniel Segura, 23, I agree.
Dexter Chu, 28, I agree.
Jermaine Cardi, 31, I agree.
Carlson Shu, I agree. 30.
Desmond Lee, 32, I agree.
Patrick Hoopler, 16, I agree.
John Doherty, 16, I agree.
John Dempsey, 45, I agree.
Angus Bain, 16, I agree.
Marcus Tarnoy, 27, I agree.
John Cornovella, 26, I agree.
Cecilia Sidora Snabler, 28, I agree.
Aaron Richards, 38, I agree.
Adrian Griba, 38, I agree.
Megan Nealon, 30, I agree.
Cian Lam, 30, agree.
Jonathan Shaw, 38, I agree.
Ryan Kennedy, 40, I agree with the rules.
Reagan Melanson, 35, I agree.
David Naidu, 50, I agree.
Julius Krill, 22, I agree.
Jonathan Marconi, 34, I agree.
Andrew Siri, 23, I agree.
Alex Teixeira, 37, I agree.
Cal Erickson, 35, I agree.
Josh Maloney, 27, I agree.
Carlos Huertas, 31, and I agree.
Jordan Chinares, 23, I agree.
Giorgio, 35, I agree.
So one thing I left out, procedure. Go with your partner to the front table, fill out a fighter agreement, okay? And then get in line. The line will end here, so the people that are up next will be standing right here with their fighter agreement. Everybody else will be making an L shape around the front. Please do not stand in front of the camera tripod there, or the GoPro will probably be in the back corner here. And then there's another camera here. So just try not to stand in front of the cameras if you can, but fill out the form, stand with your partner, bring your gear with you, and get ready to fight, okay? Rye, question?
Can I see the hands of the veterans again? Just
Veterans.
you guys.
Yeah, I'm actually not fighting today. All right, thank you. So, okay guys, get your gear on, get your first dance set up, and let's get out here.